Before I start working through the migration from my Vite project into Next.js, I want to step back and document one of the concepts that going to become really important throughout this process. And some of this tackle the strategies in Next.js. So setting up my workspace, I'm working inside VS Code and looking through the project structure and the terminal, and I'm setting up a separate working directory where I can keep track of what I'm learning, like this docs and what I'm changing throughout this migration. So here I'm creating a new directory, opening it directly into VS Code, and this rendering strategy document once the new workspace is open. I'm creating a markdown for this rendering strategy, and the reason I'm doing this is because I don't want this migration to simply be like take my Vite application and replace it with Next.js. I actually want to understand what changes when we move into Next.js, especially when it comes to how where our application is rendered. And then I'm bringing in some notes and information that I can use as a reference. This is where I'm starting to organize the concepts that I need to understand how React rendered the application before, what Next.js introduces, and how different rendering strategies affect the way the application works. So connecting this to our research at this point, I'm switching back and forth between my development environment and my research. And as you can see, we are previewing the front end, and this is the actual changes in the goal we are getting along. I want to understand why Next.js renders something on the server, why something might render on the client when each approach actually makes sense. After going through these notes, I will return to Builder, and this is where the actual implementation comes in. The project started as a Vite-based React application, but now I'm going to explore what happens when I move to Next.js, and more importantly, how the migration changes the rendering model of the application. So this is where the rendering strategy discussion really begins.